Hello, Vinothini. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
How do you pronounce your name, dear?
Vinothini, sir.
Vinothini. How are you?
Fine, sir. How are you, sir?
I am doing absolutely good, dear. Vinothini, so you come from Puducherry
Yes, sir.
and your optional subject is anthropology.
Yes, sir.
You have a background in medicine. This is your fourth attempt at the civil services examination,
Yes, sir.
and your hobbies include Bachelor of Fine Arts in Bharatnatyam and Carnatic music.
Yes, sir.
So, Vinothini, have you gone through the newspapers today?
Yes, sir. I've gone through, sir.
So, what is the most important news according to you?
Sir, there are lots of news, but I frequently am able to read about the Adani issue, sir.
Hmm.
The Hindenburg report on Adani.
Hmm. So,
Uh,
how sentiments in stock market impact the economy of a country? Just briefly outline the impacts.
yes, sir. Sentiments can cause the FPI to go out quickly, sir. So in
Okay.
that case, the balance sheet, I'm sorry, the budget, the balance of payments
Hmm.
that can be affected, sir. So that is
Okay.
one case. It can also
Okay.
impact on the uh, rate of interest in the country
Mhm.
also, sir.
Okay. Any other impact?
So this much I can think of now, sir.
Okay. Uh, did you um, see the Republic Day celebration this year?
No, sir, I didn't have the opportunity to see that.
Have you read about it?
Yes, sir. A few articles I've gone through that India has replaced some features with the Indian music instead of the
Hmm.
English music. So these were some of the articles that I went through.
Anything related to indigenization?
No, sir, not that I've gone through, sir.
Okay. Who was the chief guest this year?
He was from Egypt, sir. The Egypt prime minister, I think.
What was his name?
Sir, I'm not able to recollect.
Okay, Vinodini, why did India extended an invitation to Egypt? What is the reason? Highlight three reasons.
Sir, Egypt is a country who is also like similar uh, thought process of India, sir. For example, one such reason is they are also investing in the green energy. So
Hmm.
that is similar to India. So that is one of the reason. And sir, sir, secondly, there is also some um, ter- uh, terror groups are involved in those regions. So a common platform for both can interact and they can come up with a solution. So
Hmm.
that is also a reason for inviting Egypt, sir. And energy security, oil, that is also
Uh,
a reason. Yes, sir.
is Egypt a member of OIC?
Sir, I'm not aware of that, sir.
What is OIC?
Organization of Islamic Cooperation.
Islamic cooperation
Uh,
or countries?
countries, maybe.
Okay. Uh, Vinodini,
Yes, sir.
we all know that Pondicherry was once a French settlement.
Yes, sir.
So if today somebody visits Puducherry, what kind of colonial legacy would that person encounter as far as the imprint of the French is considered on the city?
Sir, the most important thing is the French cuisines, sir, they are still present, and people love to visit Pondicherry to taste them. And secondly, the buildings, especially Pondicherry, is called the Riviera of French Riviera of the East. So
Hmm.
how it is called is one side there is ocean, and the opposite side there is the French colony, sir. It is called the White
Hmm.
Town, and it is a beautiful architectural scenarios where people can watch.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
French time churches are also present in Pondicherry, sir.
Hmm.
So as a spiritual aspect also they can visit Pondicherry.
Okay, how Pondicherry got its name, or
Sir,
Puducherry to be more precise?
Sir, in the ancient, it was a part of the ancient Tamil Sangam region, sir. So that
Hmm.
time, the Puducherry area was called Podigai, actually, sir.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
the French came and actually they were unable to pronounce it and they made it as Pondicherry. So this
Hmm.
Pudu aspect was taken and now it has been replaced with Puducherry, sir.
Okay. Uh, you have interest in Carnatic music.
Yes, sir.
Are you aware about any special initiative by the Ministry of Culture to promote Carnatic music?
Sir, I'm not aware of special initiatives, sir, but
Hmm.
there are a lot of Carnatic music festivals are being organized at different places, including Pondicherry, by the Art and Culture Department, sir. I'm not aware of exact initiatives, sir.
Okay. Uh, can you highlight the names of at least two world-renowned proponents of Carnatic music?
Sir, one is Saint Tyagaraja, sir, and number
Hmm.
two, M.S. Subbulakshmi, ma'am, sir. They are
Okay.
world renowned.
How your interest in Carnatic music will help you in becoming a good civil servant?
Sir, Carnatic music has a good effect on the mental health of anybody, sir. So
Hmm.
it will help in me in reducing the stress level first, sir. And
Hmm.
secondly, it will also improve the emotional intelligence so that at a less stress level, I can also emotionally connect with all people who are working with me and also the people who I'm going to serve, sir. So in
Hmm.
these two ways, and also thirdly, I'll be able to accept the cultures of other people wherever I'm posted. So being interested in culture, so it'll
Hmm.
give a better opportunity for that.
Hmm. Now, Vinothini, what I can learn from your dash is that you have grown in a family which has a background of Indian police services,
Yes, sir.
but in your order of service preferences, I am surprised to find that the Indian police service is not your first choice. What is the reason for that?
Sir, because I was a doctor, sir. So that
Hmm.
time I was able to see the actual realities of the society. For
Hmm.
example, coming from a government medical college,
Hmm.
I could meet with lot of poor people, and I could see that they lack not only the health aspects, sir, but various other aspects like literacy levels and nutrition, sanitation, and also ignorance is also present in them. So all these things contributed to the health of the patients. So if I
Hmm.
could impact the society on a larger level, so I thought the civil services could give me a diverse platform for where I can contribute myself to different angles, sir. So that is why I preferred administration the first place, sir.
Now, women are often considered as very good negotiators. What do you understand by this statement, and how we can utilize that skill set for better governance?
For this, I would like to quote an example, sir. For example,
Hmm.
the New Zealand Prime Minister, Jacinda
Hmm.
Ardern, she's considered
Hmm.
to be empathy type of ruler, sir. I
Hmm.
mean, empathy type of administrator. So in
Hmm.
that case, she could connect with a lot of people at the lower rungs itself. So this
Mm-hmm.
could be seen as a positive. She was able to tackle the COVID at a
Mm-hmm.
much positive way, so that she could make a change in the behavior of the people. So
Mm-hmm.
this way, this is an example where a women are able to negotiate better and come up with
Mm-hmm.
better results.
Okay. Vinodini, is Tamil a classical language?
Yes, sir.
What are the criteria that must be met for any language to be declared as a classical language? And how many classical languages do we have in India?
So we have six classical languages, sir.
Hmm.
Uh, they are all the four South Indian languages, along with Odia and Sanskrit.
Okay.
So the criteria that is required is it should have a ancient body of literature which has continued for a very long period of time. And in between,
Mm-hmm.
if there is a break also, there is a change and it is still continuing. So this is one of the criteria, sir. And
Mm-hmm.
so this one I could remember right now, sir.
Vinodini, are you aware about Saint Thiruvalluvar?
Yes, sir.
Can you highlight any of his quotations or remarks from where we can draw inspiration?
Yes, sir, definitely.
Yes.
Uh, Sir, one of the quote is எப்பொருள் யார் யார்வாய் கேட்பினும் அப்பொருள் மெய்ப்பொருள் காண்பது அறிவு. So
Mm-hmm.
what this actually means is that um, whichever things that we are listening from other people, so we should not blindly follow that, sir, but we should think about it and take some evidence on that, and then only we have to believe. So this is one of the quotes of
Okay.
him, sir.
Thank you, Vinodini.
Thank you, sir.
Vinothini, can you listen to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Vinothini, you said your name is to be pronounced as Vinothini. But tell me, what is the meaning of this name? Vinothini, it's a very unique name.
Sir, the meaning of it is a very cheerful person, sir, who is also very friendly and who can bring others out of their frustration by motivation, sir. And secondly, it also has a cultural meaning, sir. For example, it is the other name of goddess Shakti, sir. It is present in Aigiri Nandini, that song also it is there.
Okay, so if your name is one that brings cheer, tell me which was the most cheerful moment of your life?
Sir, one time when I was treating my patient, sir, so that time the patient actually came very sick and he was not conscious also, sir. And when I was able to give him the treatment and he was able to wake up and he also thanked me that I've done a good thing, and his family also thanked me so much. So that was very cheerful aspect for me, sir.
I'm sure, Vinothini, that must be a daily routine as a doctor. You must be
Yes,
meeting a
sir.
lot of patients like this who must be coming and thanking you for saving their lives.
Yes, sir.
What was so special about that particular incident?
Sir, he was actually unconscious. Like people thought that he can never be revived, sir. So, so but I was able to revive him. So that was a special incident because I even thought about a lot of aspects and I was able to do it quickly also, sir. So that was giving me cheerful.
Good. 4th March is your date of birth.
Yes, sir.
It's a very special day in India. Are you aware what is this day celebrated in India as?
Sorry, sir, I'm not able to recollect it, sir.
See, as doctors, you save lives, and there's another category of people also who save lives. So, can you relate this statement to what this day could be?
Uh, Sorry, sir, maybe something related to fire extinguishing or something. Sir, I'm sorry, sir, I'm not aware.
It is celebrated in India as the National Fire, National, you said fire, sorry, it's a National Safety Day.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. You are from Puducherry.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If I were to visit Puducherry, apart from Aurobindo Ashram, which three places would you advise me to visit in Puducherry and why?
Sir, firstly, I would like ask you to visit the beach, sir. Beach is a very good place where it is very recreational, and also peacefulness will come to our mind, sir. So that is the first place. And second place is the temples and churches in Puducherry, sir. If you are a spiritual person, it has very ancient temples built by the Chola era. So that those places can be visited, sir. And thirdly, sir, there is Auroville, sir. Auroville, which is part of Puducherry and part of Tamil Nadu also, sir. Where people of different countries, they come together, forgetting their differences and living together in unity, sir. So that is the these
That
are
is
all
the
the
Aurobindo Ashram only, isn't it?
sir. They are different. They are separate, sir. But
Okay,
however,
Auroville.
it was yes, sir.
Okay. Vinothini, can you tell me what are the, if I were to ask you to share three values with me that you think will make you an outstanding civil servant along with your degree of MBBS?
Yes, sir. The first one is empathy, sir. So empathy is definitely important. Where I could definitely help others if I have empathy. I can think of their perspectives also, sir. This is the first value, sir. And second one is patriotism. As a patriot, I will always think about what is first important for my country, and not think about what is required for me. So that selfishness will go away from me if I think of the country as a whole, sir. And thirdly, I would also think of need emotional intelligence, sir. So dealing with many people, I will that will help me to be more logical and reasoning in my path, sir.
If I were to ask you, would you appreciate being called an empathetic person or a compassionate person? What would you choose and why?
Sir, I would choose to be compassionate, sir, because compassion has both empathy component as well as the action component. So, not just feeling empathy is important, but also acting towards removing the ill effects of other people. So that is more important, sir. So I want to be compassionate.
Okay, good. You said you turned towards Carnatic music to relieve stress, reduce stress, right?
Sir, not just for relieving stress, sir. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Sir, initially I started learning because my father was also a Carnatic musician, sir. So that was an inspiration for me to learn Carnatic, sir.
But apart from Carnatic music, what other avenues are open to reduce stress in your life otherwise?
Sir, I'm a Bharatnatyam dancer, sir. And secondly, I also play badminton leisurely, sir.
Okay. So when you talk in terms of badminton, tell me who is the current national champion in badminton?
Sir, Sindhu has PV Sindhu. She has won twice the Badminton World Federation Championship uh,
No, I said who's
trophy,
the
sir.
current national champion?
Sir, I'm not able to recollect it, sir.
Okay. How many Olympic medals has PV Sindhu won?
Sir, she has won two, sir. One silver and one bronze.
Has any other Indian won any medal apart from PV
Uh,
Sindhu?
yes, sir. Saina Nehwal, she has won bronze in badminton, sir.
And who was the first person to win a medal in the badminton?
Sir, it was Saina, sir. She was the
Okay.
first to win.
And which male member has won the Olympic medal?
Sir, Olympics still male, they are yet to win, sir.
Okay,
But
good.
recently, yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah, tell me, go ahead.
But recently, the Thomas Cup has been won by Indian team, sir. And also the Commonwealth, Lakshya Sen has got gold, sir.
Good. Uh, One question which I would want to ask you, Vinothini, is why have you chosen the Danix and Daneps as your 10th and 11th choice, much above your other Group A posts?
Sir, uh, this is based on my inquiry with some of the seniors and also the some coaching institutes, sir. So they said that it will give a much wider opportunity to connect more with the people, sir. So that is why I've chosen that, sir.
So, if that was the case, then you should have chosen these the two after IAS and IPS. This could have been the third and the fourth choice. Why 10th and 11th in that case?
Sir, the advice given to me was that the services that I've opted before, they have a much wide, much good potential to showcase my capabilities, sir. So I've chose them before, sir.
No, do you, by any chance, do you mean to say that the Indian audit and, your Indian corporate law service would not give you that same possibility? Or the Indian Railway Protection Force would not give you that opportunity?
Um, sir, uh, sir, this was based on the advice of my seniors, sir. So I just went about that, sir.
Okay, if I were to ask you to reframe your choices,
Yes, sir.
the top 5 choices, what would they be?
Sir, the same which I have opted, sir. IAS, IPS, IT, IFS, and customs, sir.
Okay, can you tell me, as a doctor, what role do you think you can play in the IRS, customs and income tax? How would your MBBS qualification help you with this with these services?
Sir, any services, sir, they require a better communication skill, a better teamwork, and a better leadership skills, sir. For that, being a doctor, I have communicated with the patients, connected with them, and secondly, as a leader, I've also uh, uh, spoken with ANMs, ASHAs, and how they could contribute to the life of others. So all these skills I've imbibed from being a doctor, sir. So these will definitely help me in any of the services.
Thank you very much, Vinothini.
Thank you, sir.
Vinothini,
Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
good afternoon. Could you hear me out?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Vinothini, you have graduated in medicine.
Yes, sir.
Are you aware of a CAR T cell therapy?
Sir, I'm not able to hear, sir.
CAR T cell therapy. Are you getting it? CAR
Yes, sir.
T cell therapy.
Sir, I'm not able to recollect it right now.
Okay. You tell me, what do you mean by mRNA vaccine, and its applications?
Sir, mRNA vaccines, what it does is, if the RNA is introduced into the patient through a vaccine, it will help in creating the protein, sir. So that protein will mimic the protein of the virus. For example, in in a viral infection. So that protein will mimic the virus itself. So the antigens sorry sir. So the protein will be considered as an antigen by the human body, and corresponding antibodies will be produced by the human body to counter this protein, sir. So this is mRNA vaccine. And the applications are to introduce immunity, sir. And also it is not causing any disease because it is only a protein inducer. So it can be given to suppressed patients. For example, the HIV patients also can be given this type of vaccine, sir.
Tell me, what is gene editing and its applications, very briefly?
Sir, gene editing is either silencing or augmenting or introducing a new gene into the species, sir, so that the new gene gives a different outcome, which is more appreciated, sir.
Name 3 GM crops in India.
Sir, GM cotton, sir.
GM crops.
GM crops, no, sir.
Yes.
Then GM mustard and GM brinjal, sir. But GM cotton is approved for planting, sir.
Good. Name 2 Indian anthropologists and their approach in brief. 2 Indian anthropologists.
Sir, one is M.N. Srinivas, sir. So his approach was about the westernization, modernization, and Sanskritization, sir. And secondly, I would like to talk about C.S. Bose, sir. And
It is C.S. Bose or N.K. Bose?
Sorry, sir, N.K. Bose, sir. Sir, I'm not able to recollect his contribution.
Okay. Achha, give me 2 methods of studying human growth with merits and demerits.
Sir, human growth in the sense as medically, sir?
No, from the anthropological perspective.
Sir, we have cross-sectional studies, longitudinal studies, where the height and weight of the children are measured. So this could be the growth finding measures.
Achha, give me 2 constitutional safeguards for protecting the Indian tribes.
Sir, they are national commissions for ST, sir. And secondly, we have the 5th and 6th schedule, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Vinothini, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Vinothini, just a couple of questions. After that, we will wrap up this interaction.
Yes, sir.
Vinothini, what I can see from your DAF is that you have held the position of secretary in your college.
Yes, sir.
So while you held that position, what leadership lessons did you learn? That's my first question. And second question is, what is the biggest mistake that you committed during your tenure as the secretary?
Sir, the leadership lessons that I've learned is one is teamwork, sir. So I've learned to engage with everybody, and that way we tend to get more social connections also, and that way we can, as a team, we can do a lot more things than doing as a single person, sir. And secondly, it is also the importance of delegation of duties, sir. So this will help in who's more apt for that particular duty, so they can take over that, sir. So these are the lessons that I've learned. And coming to the biggest mistake that I've committed, Sir, one of the things that happened was inside our college itself. We were supposed to arrange the food for the entire people, sir. So that time we selected a venue which was much smaller than the actual number of people who are coming. So that was one of the mistakes, sir. But we rectified it immediately by transferring it to the next room which is available, which is closest to us. And so that was not that did not become a very big disappointment for anybody.
So it was a minor mistake.
Yes, sir. Sir, though it was a major mistake, but we were able to rectify it quickly, sir.
Okay, so the troubleshooting activities were put in place.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Vinothini. Your interview is over. We will
Thank you.
reconnect with you in some time for your feedback. Stay connected here.
Thank you.
Hello, Vinothini. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Vinothini, before I start the feedback, we must understand the real objective behind holding the personality test. Why UPSC conducts the personality test? See, dear, aspirants call it interview, but it is in no way exchange of views. It is
Okay,
a
sir.
test of your personality. So what UPSC is actually looking for is what kind of values the person holds. What is the person's approach towards life? What kind of mindset the person possesses? Is the mindset inclusive, or the person suffers from some kind of bias, stereotype, prejudice, etc.? Do you understand that? How much the person respects the constitution? How much the person believes in the administration? In short, once this person will be trained, will the person be an asset for the system and will help in furthering the cause of social justice? Or will the person would become an impediment in the path of delivery of social justice, or turn out to be a liability upon the system? Got it? So it
Yes,
is
sir.
not the quality of your answers that will fetch you marks, but it is how you answer. What is the motivation? What is the perspective, viewpoint? How inclusive you were? How much your answer is in tune with the ethos of the constitution and with the objectives of the administration? Do you get that, dear? So
Yes,
every
sir.
question that is asked to you is asked with the intention to uncover one or more dimension of your personality.
Okay.
So it is not the appropriateness of the answer, but the appropriateness of the approach that will help you.
Okay.
Can you be a troubleshooter? Can you be a problem solver, especially under crisis situations? Are you a good decision maker? And when you take decisions, what objectives or what criteria you have in your mind? So this is the objective, dear. Do you understand that? So once
Yes,
we
sir.
understand what UPSC is looking for, our job becomes relatively easy. Got it?
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
now, before I come to the specifics of this interaction, let me tell you one thing, that this is an online interaction, dear. So we are not in a position to judge other aspects of the personality, say body language. It would have been more convenient for us if this was an offline interaction. So we are
Yes,
assuming
sir.
that all those things are well in place.
Yes, sir.
I would have appreciated if this was an offline interaction, but yet, because we have technology, let's use it and let's use it to our benefit. So I'll tell you a few things which you should do that day,
Yes, sir.
right? So as you enter the room, there would be a CISF Jawan who would assist you in opening the door. Once the door is opened, you present yourself fully and with a smile, cheerful smile on your face, confidently ask for permission to get in. Once you are granted that permission, go and stand by the side of the chair. Do
Yes, sir.
not occupy your seat unless you're asked upon to do so. When you wait, it showcases that you can wait for taking orders. Once you are given the opportunity to sit, then you occupy your seat. While you're answering, make this a point that you do not shoot your answers immediately. Today, in some occasions, I felt that you almost shot your answers immediately. especially in those areas where you were prepared. This gives an impression, Vinothini, as if the answers are already prepared. They're ready-made in nature. You have kept them somewhere in the basket, and you just open up that basket immediately and you throw the answer.
Okay.
You understand that? The right way of having an eye contact is when the question is being asked, look only towards the person who is asking you the question. This shows that you are focused. Once the question is finished, wait for 2-3 seconds. If you want more time to think about it, ask for their permission that, sir or madam, whatever the case may be, can I have few moments? Can I have few seconds to organize my thoughts? Can I have few seconds to think over the issue? And then start your answer, right? Every
Yes, sir.
time a new information is supplied to you, say thank you. This shows you are humble and there is humility.
Okay.
When you are not aware about something, not just say that, sir, I am not aware about it, but also juxtapose it by saying that, sir, I would definitely go back and read about it. Thank you for enlightening me if there is a new information that is being sent to you. Also, I
Yes.
noticed that on several occasions you said, I think, I feel. Rather say, I believe.
Okay.
Right? This shows conviction. And
Okay.
in my limited knowledge,
Yes, sir.
use these kind of prefixes, right? To whatever I can understand as of now, sir, with my limited knowledge, this is what I think. But I would also appreciate, sir, if there is any other perspective which I'm missing.
Yes,
I
sir.
would be more than happy to learn about it.
Yes, sir.
Got it? Oftentimes, I noticed this, that when you were thinking, you were closing down your eyes. This
Okay.
is a clear sign of nervousness, Vinothini.
Okay, sir.
Rather, when you're thinking, you slightly lower your gaze. Do not put your head down. That's again a sign of lack of confidence. Just lowering of gaze gives an impression as if you're thinking very in a very engaging manner.
Okay, sir.
You get it? Some of your answers were excellent. You have good
Okay.
communication skills. You have a strong DAF, and you organize your thoughts very well. You were very polite. You were very decent, and many things. All the major bases are covered for you. But Vinodini, don't allow complacency to creep in,
Yes, sir.
right? And try to cut short the length of your answers, especially if
Okay,
the
sir.
question is very specific. If I say, Vinodini, what are the 3 important values that define you? So you can say, sir, say randomly, I'm just putting 3 values: integrity, compassion, dedication to public service. No need of explaining what is integrity, why it is required. You are still
Yes.
into the mains mold.
Yes,
You want to
sir.
give a very long answer because you feel that longer the answer, more detailed it is, more appropriate it would be. People will lose interest, you know. It will be a
Okay.
30-35 minute affair. And if you start giving such long answers, people will get less opportunity to ask you more questions. And the
Okay,
lesser the
sir.
amount of questions, the lesser would be the sample size of your answers. Lesser would be the probability to judge your personality, hence average would be the marks. So
Okay.
it is a vicious cycle.
Yes,
So
sir.
if you highlight the values and if you're interested in explaining them, you just say, sir, with your kind permission, if you would allow, I can also explain why I have chosen these 3 values. If they're interested, they would say, yes, please go ahead. If they're not, they would say, okay, we got it, why you chose these values. Be very specific and precise,
Okay, sir.
right? Not too
Yes, sir.
short, not too long, just the appropriate length. And
Yes, sir.
that appropriate length will differ from question to question, the nature of the question. There would be
Okay.
3 kinds of questions, Vinothini. Keep this very clear in your head. First would be questions emanating from the DAF.
Okay.
80 to 85% of the interview will be based on such questions.
Okay.
The second category would be questions related to current affairs. And the third would be situation-based question or opinion-based question. Like, what do you
Okay.
think where India-China relation is heading towards? It's an opinion-based question. Suppose you are the district magistrate. What will you do? It's a situation-based question. So there, your opinion, your outlook, your approach, your decision-making ability, those kind of things are checked. Your values, etc. Your DAF checks your awareness because this information is supplied by you, dear, and you must
Yes.
be in complete command of that. And current affairs checks that how much you are keeping abreast of the day-to-day affairs. Got it,
Yes,
dear?
sir.
So
Yes, sir.
you must prepare the DAF more.
Okay.
Got it? You have prepared the DAF very well, but I would expect you to read more and more about the DAF. Regarding
sir.
the Republic Day parade, you said Prime Minister of Egypt, and you were not aware about. Was he the Prime Minister or the President?
Sir, I was not sure, sir, that time.
So see, we are still in January, right?
Yes,
Or in
sir.
February. So it's like not more than 10 days have lapsed from that event. So, and it's such a big event. Why Egypt? There must be a reason for that. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Also,
Yes, sir.
Vinothini, due to lack of time, there were not sufficient questions about the police services because
Okay,
you have a background, right? So, police
yes, sir.
reforms, any special committee with respect to police administration, what are the problems that the police administration faces? Puducherry police, any special operation of Puducherry police,
Yes,
all
sir.
these kind of things, right? Tamil Nadu police.
Yes, sir.
So anything important related to that. So dear, cutting the long story short, but do not allow complacency to creep in.
Yes,
But you are very well prepared.
yes,
And
sir.
this is your which attempt, dear? Fourth.
Fourth attempt. Yes.
And which interview?
First interview.
So you understand, Vinothini, how much hard work you have done to
Yes.
come up to this point. So do not throw this opportunity, dear.
Yes, sir.
If you ask me, I feel you are making it. And you
Okay.
are making it with flying colors. And the other honorable members of the board also believe that you are going to make it this year. So do not do anything catastrophic. Just have confidence. Sometimes I felt that you were slightly overawed by the questions and you lost your confidence.
Okay, sir.
Signs of anxiety, nervousness, etc. Vinothini, being a district administrator, be it a district magistrate, district collector, commissioner, city commissioner, whatever it is, it's a big task. There would be so many resources at your disposal, and there would be a huge responsibility to take care of the people. So you cannot show signs of nervousness, anxiety, etc. You have to be a role model. Your background of medicine and your value of empathy go hand in hand. And provide the right recipe for being a great administrator. And over and above that, you are a female candidate, and UPSC encourages the entry of women into administration. So the only thing you need is some slight changes here and there, ornamental, cosmetic kind of changes. But the basics are in place. All the very best, dear. If you have any questions, you can ask now, then I'll disclose your score.
Yes, sir. Sir asked me about the Danix preference, sir. So, what would be a better answer that which I'll be able to tell?
See, you say that, sir, UPSC gave me an opportunity to exercise my preferences. So I have exercised my preferences. This is one of my preferences, not the only preference.
Okay, sir.
And I have not placed any service lower to any other service. All the services are important for nation building. That's why, sir, I have not written not opted in front of any service. Coming to the question of Danix and Danix, I feel, sir, I would be more in close touch with the people at ground. But having said that, sir, again, I would like to put this on record that all the services are equally important, and I would be more than happy and fortunate to serve in any of them, in anywhere. Do you understand that? Just close the conversation.
Yes, sir.
Do not create a controversy.
Yes, sir.
Right? The same should go with respect to cadre preferences as well. Got it, dear?
Okay, sir.
Anything else?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Okay. So based on today's performance, Vinothini, this is not an evaluation of your potential, but just a reflection of today's performance. The board has awarded you 175.
Okay, sir.
But I feel you are a 185 plus kind of candidate. I think 185 is bare minimum in your case. Otherwise, you would be doing grave injustice to your potential.
Okay.
And you may also cross 200 with little bit of effort. But anything beyond 180 will put you in a great position to go into your preferred choice of service, which is Indian Administrative Services. What is Vinothini?
Yes, sir.
So all the very best, dear. Our best wishes are with you. And next time when we interact, we are hoping that we hear the good news that you have got selected. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you.